Welcome to Naples, Italy. You're looking at it from 30 stories above. You see that incredible castle right in front of you? And there is the island of Capri, where the Emperor Tiberius ruled his entire empire. And this is the Bay of Naples in front of you. To the left, which you can't see, is Mount Vesuvius, which destroyed Pompeii, which we're going to see today in the year 79, almost 2,000 years ago. Here we are in Naples. On our way to the National Museum of Archaeology. It's one of the most important archaeological museums in the world because it has the treasures of Pompeii. They were put there almost 2.5 centuries ago. So this is one of the world's great museums. We're about to go in. It's I love history, and it's one of the greatest historical museums because all of the treasures of Pompeii, Herculaneum, if I'm pronouncing that properly, and the other towns of Campania that were destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79, they were brought here after being buried for 1,600 years. They were brought here. This was a military barracks and it was converted into a museum. So here you have artifacts that were taken straight from their source after being buried by the ash of Vesuvio. Let's see what's inside. So we're in the Museum of National Archaeology. This is Emperor Marcus Aurelius. These are statues that were found in Pompeii. He was the great philosopher emperor, Marcus Aurelius. Here you have a gold coin of Augustus Caesar, calling him father of the nation. Caesar Augustus. It's quite remarkable. Just look at this. This is an ancient statue from Pompeii. And look at what it took to make something look like a frock, like a sheet, a toga in the ancient world. I mean, just look at that. Can you imagine a sculptor doing this? 2,000-year-old sculpture. Incredible. This is quite a remarkable thing. We're still in the National Archaeological Museum. So this is a piece, a vase, called a fine example of the cameo maker's art, found in a tomb in Pompeii. Just look at that 2,000-year-old vase in perfect condition. Look at the reliefs on it. Incredible. That is truly incredible. Look at these videos. Look at these pictures from ancient Pompeii now. Here you clearly see, look at this, the influence of ancient Rome and Greece on the Renaissance. This really looks like a Renaissance picture. Yeah. Because the Renaissance was, of course, a return to the art of the Romans and the Greeks. But this is a 2,000-year-old painting found in Pompeii, and first of all, its quality is stunning, but see all those Renaissance influences, or in this case, the reverse, obviously. It's preceded the Renaissance by 1,500 years. But all of these paintings, look at this. The colors, imagine how vibrant they were. This is incredible. It's the famous Alexander mosaic taken from the House of the Faun in Pompeii. It's a giant mosaic. It was on the floor, for goodness sake, and it depicts the great battle between Darius, king of the Persians, and Alexander at the moment that Alexander attacked Darius's chariot. You can just see the face of Alexander right there. Look at the size of this. Look how big this is. One of the greatest surviving mosaics of the ancient world. Look at the colors, and the pieces are tiny, absolutely tiny. Look at that. Each one is, I can't begin, it's like the size of a chip of your fingernail. I'm sorry. Bumping into everybody, which is not nice, so be careful where I go.
Where's the card?
Okay, welcome to the most famous archaeological site on planet Earth, the city of Pompeii. I've been here once before. I had a thoroughly good time. I was here in high summer. It was hot as hell. Today it's not as hot as hell. It's my dear friend Sam Rosen.
Hello everyone.
We're going to see Pompeii. Are you excited, Sam?
I'm very excited.
Okay. So Pompeii was destroyed in the year 79. after the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. This is the entrance. You're talking about a museum that is not a building that was built to house artifacts. The city is the museum. This entire place was covered by volcanic ash, and it was forgotten for 1,600 years, and it was only rediscovered or discovered in the 17th century, and then it took 100 years to begin to excavate it. It's still, please correct me if I'm mistaken, any of you out there, but I think only a third of it or half of it is excavated. There's still tons that has not been excavated. There's Mount Vesuvius. It destroyed it all. Look at that. You can't see the top today, but it's covered by clouds. Just look at that. So this place was so close to the volcano. Vesuvius last erupted, I think, in 1933. Okay, this is the temple of Apollo. There's Apollo himself. He's about to pull a bow, which he doesn't have. There's Diana, the goddess of the hunt. And this is the temple of Apollo, built in 6th century BC. Pretty cool. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at this. These are the plasters of the people who died. These are plaster of Paris. They poured it into the cavities within the ash. Look at that. That's incredible. That's how these people died. So that's plaster of Paris. It's not the actual bodies, but it's how they died. Incredible. These are all the artifacts. Incredible. You can see the skull of someone who died in Pompeii. So this is half plaster of Paris and half. This guy died a painful death. Look at his teeth clenched together. His teeth weren't so bad. See that? They had a lot of sugar back then. Is that why their teeth were better than ours? Incredible to see how these people died. Look how this guy died. Just look at that. Here is the bathing house. Look at the beautiful reliefs on horses and I don't know, goats, dogs. Look at the roof. Okay. So there's again the Pompeian bath. Look at the beautiful reliefs. Wow. This is pretty opulent, incredible. These guys are holding up the roof. It's dark here.
Different clothes. Lacquers here, Greek mythological figure, where you can see Cupid, dolphin. That's in copper, that's original, where they make a fire, and the people used to sit here.
How beautiful.
And the next we're going to see the sauna room.
Okay, we now come to the most famous of all, the Pompeian villas. Now for the Romans, a villa was the name given to any home that was outside the city walls. It usually had an agricultural purpose. So this is the Villa of the Mysteries, the Villa de la Mystery. Sam? Obviously they're trying to grow things around it now again. So this is the most famous room in Pompeii, and this is why this villa is called the Villa of the Mysteries. This is supposed to be the cult of Dionysus. They're not sure exactly, but you see all these women doing various things. It's hard because it's dark, and they don't put light in because the light ruins the frescoes. 2,000-year-old frescoes. Look also at this incredible, you would hardly believe this is a 2,000-year-old floor. 2,000-year-old floor. It's a marble stone floor.